You know what we should do? I was thinking the other day we should do a recording of Squid Squad, and then that'll be our intro and outro music. So
wow, let's start a cult and live together. And how come it's not showing up on my YouTube? No. I mean, how come it's not? How come I don't see that we're live?
Let's start a cult.
And live
like a minute.
as one.
Oh, so we're not even gonna see this today if we want to, huh? Do we have like? I mean, at least as an option, not the boring wide, but just like a super close up of the screen, if we happen to pull something up.
I can plug it in if you're not gonna use my phone.
Oh.
If I type Glass Harp, what is the first song that's gonna come up? Oh yeah, I think this is the one my dad liked. Glass Harp was a band. You know this? You know these people?
Mm-mm. Oh, Sony.
Wait, let's check if this is Sony or not.
So we could be like, whoa!
Wait. Wow.
Close up cam. Whoa!
Okay,
Watch
okay.
Wayne's World.
It's a recording.
Have you seen this before?
No.
Are you amazed?
I've seen Harry do a cover of this. Is that a Sony song?
Well,
Sugar Plum Fairy by Sony?
I'm not sure.
Dang.
Damn, they'll get sued. Or just like Apple. Apple was sued by the Beatles. When the Apple computers came out, they were sued by the Beatles.
What? They were? That's
because they took the name Apple. Well, why would they take that name? Why would the Beatles take that name? Maybe they wanted to show up first in the phone book. Apple.
I never thought of that. Didn't you say the
Like
there's a lot of
AAA,
companies that-
Orange.
yeah.
Yeah, they would always do that. It's the bogus stuff. And guess what? They're stuck with that name. We're live now. I can see us.
They'll get sued. Or just like
Okay.
Apple was
What's
sued
up?
by the Beatles.
By Horses, Sarah, Melissa, Rose, Jill. Sorry we had to interrupt your Insta chat.
Yeah, sorry all about that.
I know that Sarah and Jill were really annoyed that
Yeah.
we ruined their conversation.
Sorry, Jill and Sarah.
Jill, I have a question for you. It has come to my attention that Jill's not even here. She's not here yet.
You know
Oh, there
what?
she is.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I just said her name.
Where's Jill at?
It
Oh,
has
yeah.
come to my attention that you work with animals,
Ooh.
particularly in the spaying and neutering department.
Wow. Oh, wait, you're going to get it done on your dog?
We have we're going to get a new, oh shoot, she's gonna get all like, is it a new dog or is it what do you call them, recovered?
Oh, like adopted?
Adopted.
Rescued?
Is it a rescue? I want to get a new dog, Rose. Don't judge me.
Brand new? Brand spanking new?
I want a clean one.
Wow.
With, I want a functioning one. I'm just kidding. I'm being harsh. You know what I always say though? Like it was my idea. I've heard people say this. Like, you know how people say you should only rescue dogs. Don't buy a new dog, you jerk.
I didn't know people said that.
Oh yeah, people will like judge you for that. I'd be like, how dare you buy a new dog?
We
There's plenty
did.
that need to get rescued.
Voto Studios did make a video for the SPCA though, telling people to go out and
you
adopt
did?
dogs. We did a promo video
Oh.
for them. Yeah.
But like, okay, if you only rescue dogs, then all the newborn ones should just go where? Just die?
Back to the place to rescue
So
them, and
they
then
have
it's just
to-
a cycle.
They have to go somewhere too. But anyway, I digress. I am not getting neutered.
Chant, do you
Despite
have
my wife's best attempts.
any idea of the physical toll that 3 vasectomies can have on a man?
snip, snip,
snip,
snip. adopt, don't shop is a big thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. It's rare. That's a rare thing, and someone in your position could be very much that way.
Jill is so open-minded.
I appreciate your open mind. We have had a tiny female dog.
Wait, now she says, I mean, I do, but this is like those people where it's like, look, I don't disagree, but
dang it. Okay. Well, you'll judge me. You'll judge me inside, Jill. But we've had this female dog for a while. It's a Yorkie, small dog. And now we're moving to another house, and I've been wanting to get a bigger dog. I want to have more of a security type dog. I'm gonna get a big dog. I'm gonna get a shoddy, and I'm very paranoid. And I want to get something like.
Oh wait, you just made me think of something. We were up in Napa. Remind me to tell you the Napa story when you're done with this, because it's a dog and. I think it'd be such a funny scene to put in a video.
Oh, okay. I want to get a bigger type dog. I probably won't get one of these, but I've always wanted. When I grew up, we always had Chinese Shar-Peis, a bunch of them. I love those dogs. I love how they look. They're funny. I also like Saint Bernards. I like German Shepherds. I like dogs like that. We might not end up getting those exactly, but
should we let them know we're going to be talking about the Joker trailer very soon?
Yeah, at some point. We're trying to clickbait people, all right? None of you care about the Joker. We know that, but we'll mention it at some point just so we're not liars. But we have the little female Yorkie, and I want to get another way bigger dog that's a male. I've been told by people that if you neuter the male when he's like, as soon as you can, like, I don't know how old you have to be to neuter the
Hello,
dog.
Annie.
You might have to be like 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever. But like, let's say the earliest when you're allowed to neuter it. I've heard that if you do it as early as possible, he will never have a drive and he'll leave the Yorkie alone. Because I don't want him to be doing stuff to the Yorkie and it's like, oh, it's fine. She won't get pregnant. I don't want him to do that at all. Because she's like significantly smaller. I don't want my kids looking at that. I don't want to look at that.
It's just nature taking its course.
That's what I say. But not with the I don't want that to be going on in
your household.
I don't know. It's like I feel like the dog is like one of our. I don't want to see that happen to our Yorkie.
You know what? That is the exact place to transition to this story in Napa. We were doing these interviews with these people, and we set up this lady to do an interview, and she was talking about her dog. And she was like, one of our client was talking to the person getting interviewed and was like, yeah, got a beautiful dog. And then what kind of dogs were they, Humbalo? Do you remember? No. Well, the dog was a male dog, and he was like one of those that they used to breed. And he only breeds like all of his kids, I guess, or most of the kids that they officially use him to breed, and they become like those sight dogs.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So she has that dog, even though they know that dog was like trained to breed and everything. Mm-hmm. So she was like, well, a friend of mine wants me to take care of their dog. Well, I'm not sure if they know that our dog is a breeder. And we were trained, like the way that these dogs are raised is you can never tell them no. Like if they go after the female could tell them no. But the owner is not supposed to stop the dog because then it's just not he's not going to function, right? He's not going to do his job. So I was thinking, and then she was saying that she was out on a walk somewhere and she came across a friend and they were standing there and the other friend had a dog and her dog got on top of the other dog and was like, doing its thing.
Wait, so the dog they got on top is the breeder?
Is the breeder's dog, yeah.
And where were they when this happened?
They were walking. She was walking her dog and then a friend saw her and then they stopped on the sidewalk and they were chatting.
And then this adult is like, well, I can't stop him.
Well, in my mind, I thought it would be so funny if the dog gets on the other dog and then the other friend is like, what is he doing? And she's like, well, I can't stop him.
Was that what was happening though?
Yeah, she can't stop him. But she said that the female dog told him no, like
so they
refused him. Yeah, the female dog refused him.
Yeah, but the first time never counts. Did she say no the second time?
They both times actually. Yeah. And then the dog didn't do it.
How does a female dog say no?
I don't know, but she said that
Did she say it like laughing, like no, or like did she do it in like an aggressive way?
It was It's the double bark, and then
I think that's just plain hard to get.
she probably was. I mean,
I don't think
they're
is there,
probably
like, science
DMing.
behind that.
I don't know. I mean, we've already uncovered that cats do not meow to humans. I mean, cats only meow to humans.
Oh, is Rainice here?
Where's Rainice at?
Well, there's
So anyway, isn't that hilarious? Because when you're around, when you have that dog, if you're around any other dogs and it's like humping them, you'd be
that's such an
sorry.
irresponsible thing for the like when you say I can't stop it
Yeah.
or what.
well, he's not gonna be able to do his job. I think they still use him.
So he's still an active breeder.
I think he's active. Yeah.
I think that's just your responsibility as an owner. Then, like, if you're gonna have a dog like that and he's going to be active, it's like you have to not allow him to be in an environment where he's gonna like pretty much rape other dogs.
Is it rape? Chat? This is natural. What do you think dogs do?
I mean, a man could say that to a woman.
What do you
This is
think? What do you think
natural.
dogs do in
I'm
nature?
a hunter, baby.
What do you think dogs do? That's our first
Well, I
commandment.
mean, why? I mean, like, if can't we go there too, though? Like, that's where we started.
we're
just acting
civilized.
too sophisticated now.
They're using instinct. We're using intellect.
It's not fair. Well, let me see. Let me see if I missed anything here.
All right, I'm gonna replay that back from Vincent's wife
I'm trying to
about
figure-
not being fair.
Well, it's all good now. I want to see if I got an answer right here.
Wait, Annie's cat is gay. Did you see that?
I didn't.
I don't know how Annie came up with that theory, but I mean, some animals do exhibit that behavior. Sounds like something random. Those stallions have very sensitive egos. Oh yeah, see, that's what it is. He has a sensitive ego. If you tell him no, he's gonna be like and like not want to like. If he's a stallion,
Now you made me think of something, and I want to get back to that too because I have a transition for that now.
wow.
But Jill, okay, yeah, I guess you, you realized that that's who it was, yeah. My dog.
Yeah, see, buy horses says can't stop, as in they don't ever want to discourage it because they don't want that to be associated with negative things. Like it'll be reprimanded for a certain type of thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. It will help with his lack of sex drive, obviously, but there's research to support that large breed dogs should be neutered after a year old for bone, joint, and gut health. So,
so they
I
should
could
do
have
it
a
for the health
healthy
anyway?
dog, and he might harass my female dog, or just make sure he doesn't, and he'll be like kind of weak.
Shock him every time he doesn't. Shock therapy works.
Shock. What the heck? Okay, so Jill, if I get this male dog, dang it, and I wait like a whole year and we neuter him, do you think he'll leave the female dog alone, or will he already have in his mind set like what he wants to do, even if he knows like he's not gonna become a father? He's like, I'm still playing the game.
Let me throw you into a situation. Let's see how you handle it. One of your dogs is doing something to one of your other dogs, and one of your kids is like, "Daddy, what is that?" And oh, shoot.
Well, I'll tell him what I told him before.
Oh,
It's wrestling.
it's a wrestling. They're just some wrestling dogs. What if they come back and they're like, "But Daddy, school was so fun. We were wrestling on the playground." Just like you said.
I remember one time when I was in elementary school. It was a after school event. There was like a barbecue, and there was 2 dogs by the swings. They were in the act. Jill, tell me if you've ever experienced this before. Not personally, but like viewing like in your work environment. They got stuck. So the male dog was significantly bigger than the female. I forgot about this
They
till
got
right now.
stuck.
I was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
He couldn't exit.
Oh, yeah.
He was stuck.
So then what happened?
Well, me and all my friends were like, "Whoa!" We were all watching. It was the craziest thing ever. And I remember the girl I liked at the time was right there. And it was the weirdest, like, how do I feel about this? Like, I was watching this thing and I was like looking at her like, eh? But it was like a weird combo of emotions.
Whoa, so you looked at it and you were like,
like imagine like oh man, I don't want to go there.
Go there.
You know how like some couples will observe stuff together and they actually enjoy that?
Netflix?
That can work.
Yes.
In my sick 5th grade year old mind, it was almost like that. Like you're getting kind of a taste of this world. And we need to rewind. No. I had no latency period.
Neither did I.
So I was already like, yeah.
Wait, no, I did. Because before 1st grade, that was it.
Before 1st grade?
Yeah.
You shot someone down?
Kind of. I just remembering crying because like, so not that I remember.
I remember him crying.
No, her. No, I was crying.
You were crying?
Yeah, I was crying. So it was like preschool, I think. Is that the one? What's the kindergarten?
Okay.
Kindergarten or preschool. Like, and it was like the first day. We would go to school and then we're walking out to the cars and my mom says that. I told you the story. Okay, yeah. Well, if you guys want to know the story, I was walking out and a friend of mine was walking out and we were both the same age and she's pointing to me and she's telling her mom, "Look, Mom, that's my boyfriend." And like I was like crying and I was like, no, I'm not. And yeah, so I guess that kindergarten was my latency period.
Yeah, mine was homosexual acts are actually very common in animals.
Yeah.
I did mention on a previous podcast that I witnessed that firsthand with one of my animals.
Rose is hilarious. You see your last comment?
Oh yeah, that annoys me so much when I get so frustrated with my kids when they'll ask me something like really profound and I'll be like, well, look, and I'll start telling them and then like 15 seconds in, hey, where's the thing? Or like, hey, I'm hungry. And it's like, don't you care about this explanation I'm giving you that's like so important? So I know what she's saying.
You know, I had the sex talk like at 5 years old, like because our parents used to teach those natural family planning classes. So like when we grew up, there was like pictures of fallopian tubes on the walls and stuff. And like there was this
I can't even hear that today. How are you doing that at 5?
No, and so we already knew like everything. And there was this movie. What was it called? Like The Miracle of Life. What was the movie called that we used to watch?
It's probably a Spanish name.
So there was
So you're trying to get a girlfriend in like 6th grade, like I know about the fallopian tubes.
I know about cell duplication. And so there was this movie, and it was amazing because it like followed the sperm going to the egg and then being inseminated, then the egg being on the uterine wall and then growing into like the person. And all of it is 100% real footage. Every single piece of it, all of it was real footage. And you followed the baby like.
Are you talking about Look Who's Talking?
No. It was like a Nova movie, and like so I grew up like watching that like from my early years. No, so like our parents just straight up told us like this happens.
My uncle, I think my uncle had that movie.
Which did he record over his wedding video?
That was the score.
And he accidentally, it was on VHS, right? Yeah. He recorded over his baptism and put that on there.
I was gonna say other stuff, but I don't. Gosh, never mind. This is, we have those stuff that we would typically edit out.
Let's keep it
I don't
all
want to
in.
do that. I'm editing as I speak.
Okay,
so
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
So you're just like stuttering. the rest of
yeah,
this.
that's why I'm kind of.
Should we
like,
talk
all over
about the
place right now.
Joker?
Well, I did want to just touch on real quick before I.
So what are you gonna do with your dog? Tell us. Jill gave you
I'm
some
very
advice.
conflicted now because she said it seemed like she was saying like, yeah, when you neuter it immediately, he probably won't do that, but that might not be great for his health. Maybe wait till a year and like put the time in training him. And it's like, I've attempted to train dogs before, and I know it's just not gonna happen. I don't have maybe the required passion and or time that it would take to do that, because it failed horribly for me every time I've tried before. And it wasn't like I tried in one afternoon. It just did not work with at least 2 different dogs.
Well,
But
so that's not going
So
to
I'm
save
not-
you. The whole neutering thing. That's
I'm
not
gonna
going to fix the
try
problem.
to somehow like intervene when I see something going on.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
hey. It's like-
I'm gonna
oh, you should get a third dog and then have them in the back.
we
with
could always
them.
be blocking.
What kind of blocking is that called? Like technical term?
Dog block.
That was something else.
I don't know.
Chant, does your significant other still watch these?
No, I don't
Jill,
think
that
so.
was an ad for LaCroix. I'm not sure if you guys drink, but I'm drinking a delicious LaCroix, and it's a...
I always feel like people that say they
Camel
like
Mousse?
LaCroix are just lying, because they're the most awful things ever.
I grew up
It's
hating...
like drinking acid.
And here's the weird thing. So I do not like watermelon. You know that?
Oh, I don't think I did.
Okay, well, I do not like
could you
watermelon.
not?
Well, my mom told me that when she was pregnant with me, she always loved watermelon her whole life. But then for some reason, when she was pregnant with me, she didn't eat it, and then she ate it the rest of the time. And all my brothers like it, and I don't. I hate watermelon. I hate grapefruit.
Oh yeah, that.
I
ugh.
grew up hating sparkling water stuff. My mom loves this. I hate this stuff. Then one day, a friend has a grapefruit sparkling LaCroix thing, and I'm like, bruh, I already know I don't like these, but let me just see how disgusting this is, because it's 2 things that I hate. And then I popped it open, and I drank it, and I was like, this is amazing. And it just like in an instant,
So
I
that's
just
like your flavor now.
I
too,
love it
grapefruit?
now. No, this is not the grapefruit one. This is another one. But now I just love these. I've never loved these before.
That's so weird. I wanted to like them. I tried to get in on that.
Because it's like that 0 cal, 0 sugar. It's that good stuff, Chan. This is the celery.
I just felt like they
Of-
were trendy,
of drink.
and then everyone's like, "I want to drink LaCroix now."
I didn't even know like it was like a thing. But then after I got into it, everyone
Like
was
Taylor
like,
Swift's
that's
drinking
like
them.
LA girl stuff. And I was like, well, it works. Guess what? LA girls love avocado and cilantro. I love both of those things.
You're a LA girl.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what? Buy horses gets me.
so we were talking about. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just. Gosh. I was
Wait,
gonna say,
wait.
well, what if I get a female dog? But then I'm gonna have to have a whole other conversation.
But then just have more puppies and then love the family.
I don't even know. I mean, maybe someone like Jill would know more about it, but I would think if I get like a bigger type of dog and the little dog, I don't even know if that's safe for the little dog. Like, would she?
Why don't you
bear
just get
those-
one dog and sell the other?
Oh, we can't get rid of the one we have. That's my daughter's, and
Oh.
she's kind of
She likes the small one?
solid now. Yeah, well, that one's hers. Yeah, and then
the big one? Get rid of the big one.
well, we haven't even got the big one yet, but I wanted the big one. We
Oh,
told
that
my
one's for you.
son
The
that
big
he
one's
was
for
gonna
you.
have one. Well, it was kind of for him.
Oh, get him a bird. Like, this is indoors. Just whatever you do, don't get him a hamster. Please. Do not, if your house has ovens, do not own a hamster.
Gosh,
Well,
that's
they're
such
saying,
a Rachel thing to do.
they're saying that I'm a Rachel. I'll take it. That means you're Monica. Or you're Phoebe.
what is it?
You're Phoebe because you like to play guitar.
Oh, what was it? What was that one that Borat did?
My wife.
No, the Sex in the City.
Oh, we are so much like the Sex and the City girls. Donnie, which one are you? I ain't none of them. I'm Donnie. That is such a Samantha thing to say.
Oh, it was what was that character? It's not Borat.
That was Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno.
You said that they can't say no to the dogs.
Yeah.
Did you know that it's like a thing? Like there are parents who won't say no to their kids.
Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
I mean,
Like once upon a time, there were like parents, and you would say in your head, like, "Do they never say no to their kids?"
yeah,
But today,
that's a thing.
there's parents who say, "Oh, we don't say no."
Oh my god.
They say that and they proclaim
my
it,
God.
and they're not ashamed.
And then they wonder why they're at little Xan concerts, off of Xanax and Percocets, and like all over the gram,
Don't you listen to
flashing
those?
this, flashing that. I don't go to the concerts though. I bump the music though.
But there was a funny scene about it in a new Netflix show. It's called like Working Moms or something. It's a good show, but they really highlighted that, and it's not just because it's on the show. Like it's an actual thing, but they were kind of like bringing light to it. But these people are terrorists.
The people who don't say no to their kids.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they're terrorists and they are raising.
I have some of these
terrorists.
people in my church,
Really?
and
Ooh.
gosh, it's
I hate the kids
most
at church
awful
who
thing
are
when you're in church.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
just you like, who is the parent that tells their kid, "Yeah, bring 3 of your trucks
Or bring a Game Boy.
to church and clang them on the pews the whole service," and like bring their like I'm trying to hear the guy talk, and I'm hearing, and then you see like an old lady or something kind of go like this, and then you hear the and then you hear the click, 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 click. So it goes, that's the good parenting. Just turn it down a little.
That's the worst.
Oh my
I can't believe that.
gosh.
I don't know how it happens because
So my son is in kindergarten, and we've observed certain friends of his, and you could tell right away. Okay, try to steer him away from that one.
Yeah.
That's not a good kid. Get him away from this one. That one's an animal.
Yeah.
And then when you have like back to school night and stuff like that, and you see the parents, you're like, now I get it.
Isn't that so weird that the parents are
You
like,
know what my wife did?
my wife?
We were having such problems with this one boy.
Mm-hmm.
My wife found out who his mom was.
Guess what she did?
Yes. Well,
She talked to the wife and was like, you got to change your whole life around. Be a good person. Live for your kid. Discipline them. Show them.
I got a good story time.
Okay, go.
Oh, because I was gonna say, yeah. So what you're saying, okay? I was gonna say she did that in a very roundabout way. Oh man. Okay, so let me give you the long. I'll try to condense it, but it's kind of 2 things. She ended up like stalking her, and like she found her on Facebook, and like the lady has like 100 pictures like this.
Ooh.
So she's like, "Oh,
Is
that's
this the one
why."
where you could see, and then her daughter's in the background taking the picture in the bathroom? Because those exist.
She does. Oh my gosh. But like you could tell right away, like, oh, this lady just cares
Here,
about
honey,
herself.
come make mommy look dummy thick.
So it's like, okay, the kid's probably neglected, not loved. His mom is an Instagram girl,
Yeah.
and that's why he's always trying to bite my kid.
Wait, but did your wife confront the
So
wife?
we've been house shopping.
No.
We went to look at a house. We realized very early on that the people who live in that house, because all their pictures are up, so the people that lived in that house was the guy, the mom, the dad, 2 sons and a daughter.
Mm-hmm. It's a big family.
Yes. We could tell from the pictures pretty early on, that guy, the little kid that we don't like, that's an animal,
Yeah.
his dad was this guy's brother.
Oh.
And the kids are the troublemaker's cousins.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, and then we were walking through the house, and we all stopped. Me, my wife, and the agent stop in the kitchen, and we're just talking. And then during like small talk,
Is
we
this
bring
Heather?
up, yes, yes,
okay.
yes. During the small talk, we bring up how
Heather's not the wife, y'all.
no.
Heather's the real estate agent. Don't get excited.
we bring up how oh yeah, we actually kind of know the family that lives here, and we know their cousin, and he's a little brat, and he's always saying this, and he just said this to our son the other day, and then he did that, and blah 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 blah. We just go, and then it becomes. I mean, we're a little too friendly. I mean, we're really good friends with our agent, so we're just talking like all real and open.
Yeah.
And you know what he said the other day, and then my son came home and said that he did this, and blah, blah. And then we just kind of look over.
Someone was home.
We see they have a camera
Oh,
with the speaker on it in the kitchen, like one of those ones like we have here.
Where you could listen to it.
But it had sound as well.
Wow. Wow. Wait, did that sabotage everything?
Well, I mean, we didn't get that house, but we realized that, and then it was like, in that moment, I kind of whispered to her like, well, I noticed it, and then I told her, look. I kind of got out of the window. I was like, look at that. And then she was like, her face too. You could just see everything like drop. And then I was like,
shoot.
I don't think we're going to get this house. And then,
if you were selling your house and you saw that, and then, oh, can you believe? And then she stalked me on Facebook. Would you stop them from buying the house, or would you be like, what, they want it, let them have it?
No, I would be very like emotional about
Really?
it. I would be like, no, I'm not gonna sell it to them. So I mean, I'm gonna assume that they told them everything, because after that, because before that, the kid was just a brat.
Oh.
After that, he had like a thing for my kid, and he became particularly evil.
Ooh.
So I was like, I wonder if, but I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head. Because how would that have gotten to him? Like, would the parents say, "Hey, his parents wanted to buy your house and they were saying stuff about you"? I don't know. That seems like a stretch. But just
unless she was like, "Hey, blank is this person's mom, isn't she?" And then he'd be like, "Yes, I don't like their family very much." And then,
But that, yeah, we kind of just spilled everything for them on camera.
Good for you. Good for you.
So we, in our
out.
own way, let them know exactly how we feel. But yeah, I just thought that was strange when you mentioned the thing about people that they just can't say no, and
you gotta discipline.
I don't know, they want to be their friend or something.
No, and then guess what? They end up resenting each other, both the parent and the son and the children later on, if it's that kind of relationship.
I would guess. I mean, I think as the parent, you'd always be able to say, "Why are you treating me this way? I always let you do whatever you want."
Yeah, so they're right in there, and then the other one is like, "Wait, I get everything I want, and like now all of a sudden I can't. I'm 17 and I want to do this crazy thing, and I can't. Like, who are you to tell?" Like, yeah. Who knows, champ? You know what? Child development is like is a wild thing.
Did I ever tell you I don't think I did tell you when I was working at the restaurant. Oh my gosh. So when I was working at the restaurant this summer, there was this one dishwasher and a cook. They'd always drive home together. They lived in the same town. And they'd always get off at the same time so the dishwasher could give the cook a ride home. The cook he never had a ride. So one time, me and the dishwasher switched shifts, and I wasn't thinking about anything
and you
else.
had to drive the other one home.
So all of a sudden, it was time for me to go home, and he was like, "Hey, can I get a ride?" And I was like, He lived in a completely different town.
Oh,
and I was like,
"Can we abbreviate the towns just so I have a context?" OC.
No.
S? D.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he lived there. And where I was working isn't that far from there, but he lived deep in there. It took forever to get over there.
In the heart of the city.
So he was like very presumptuous about it. He's like, "You ready?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, well, you guys switched. Like, that's the deal." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I have nothing to do with that." And then he would start like kind of making me feel guilty about it. And this guy is like in his 50s.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it would have been easier for me
Is
to be
this
like,
the guy who was always checking out young women? Okay.
So I was like, okay, what? And I had something to do that day too. So I was like in a hurry. So I was like, okay, I think we're gonna shoot that day. And I had to tell you, like, I'm running really late now. I had to go get Flacco and everything. So it put us like 2 hours behind because I still had to. I don't think maybe I didn't even finish writing yet. I still wanted to take a shower, get all the wardrobe and all that. But I was driving, and all of a sudden he starts talking about his dad. And I don't know if it was a song that came. No, he was telling me about his son, how he's having problems with his son. and his son was getting like caught up in gangs and stuff, and he was saying like he's not listening to me. He's like, you know what he did the other day? He took a swing at me. His like 16-year-old son
Oh, his son.
punched him. Yeah, he was like, he took a swing at me, and I was like, dang, like thinking that alone was traumatic. And
Yeah.
like, so what happened after that? He's like, what do you mean what after that? We got down. I was like, what? He was like, yeah,
down.
like, they were going at it for a few minutes.
Oh my god.
And then I was like, oh shoot. And he's like, you know what? It reminds me. And he starts crying like not just light, like he was like weeping.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, you know what? It reminds me of me and my father. And he's crying. He's like, yeah, he used to beat me. He used to beat me so bad I would just be laying there on the ground until I could finally get the strength to get up and whatever. And he was just crying and crying. He said, I can't even explain to you how much he beat me during my whole childhood. And then he takes a pause. I thought he was going to say something like, I hate him so much.
Yeah.
So he says all that. You wouldn't believe how bad he beat me. And he goes, and I want to get it right. And he said, he says something along the lines of like, I can't remember to say it verbatim, but he said something like, and you know what? I can't even begin to tell you how much I love him for it. He made me the man I am today.
Oh.
And I thank him every day. He's still alive.
My God.
And I'm so appreciative that I had a dad like him to straighten me out. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, yeah. Like, what am I going to say? I mean, he's 50-something. I'm not going to change his mind in 10 minutes.
I've
till we
been
get
like,
this out.
bro, sit down. We're going to Denny's now.
Yeah, because I mean, I think this is what happened. I think this is really what happened. I think, if I remember correctly, I was like, yeah, you know, kids need this place. I was just trying to be someone to lean on.
my
And I was like, yeah,
God.
you know, something. Everybody, he was doing what his
shoot.
best.
Dang.
Ah.
Well, like the weird thing is like that's very interesting that the parents have so much influence on the kids that they're like they will repeat things and it'll just happen generationally. And like I was thankful that his dad beat him, so now he can beat his kids. That's what he just said. It's like, wow. Rainice is here. Ray. Where you been, Rainice? We just warned everybody that if you own a home with an oven installed in it, there's certain pets you shouldn't have. And we know because of her.
Do you know that in your house where the oven is, it's supposed to have some kind of bracket? So if someone stands on the little door that flips on the bottom to put like pans in, it won't topple over.
What?
I'd never heard of anything like that in my life.
I still don't even know what you mean.
So you know how on the bottom, not even the bottom, forget it. Well, just to clarify now, you know how on the bottom of an oven, you can pull the little door out and you put like pans down there, baking sheets and stuff? Okay, the one above that, you know how you flip it open to put in like whatever you're going to bake?
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's people that this has happened before where a kid will open it and stand on it to try to reach like a cabinet and it falls on them. So there's a thing called like an anti-tip bracket or whatever that you're supposed to have on there. And when we're right now in the process of selling our house, they're requiring us to fix that, the actual lender, not even the buyer. So we have to do that. I never even knew what that was.
Well, if you stand on it, is it going to tip
Well,
over?
It probably would. Like I would have never. Like I would think, who's stupid enough to do that? But
That is kind of amazing that they just thought of that. Or like, I guess there's probably a bunch of things, but amongst them is this one thing. Like, well, let's make sure the kid doesn't die if they're doing something stupid.
I guess it actually did happen to people, and that's why they did that. But I just thought it was weird. Like, how did I go all this time never having heard about that?
Bye, whoever said bye. Cough, cough, cough. Dean Winchester. Sorry for making it about Supernatural, but also I'm in a mood. Buy Horses loves that Dean Winchester guy. Is it Dean and Sean who are the two guys on that show? Remember we talked about
Dean and Sam?
Sam? Was it Sam?
I think someone might have to correct me.
So are you fixed that oven thing?
We're gonna do like everything this weekend. The weekdays are just too crazy lately. So we're gonna do a bunch of it. We're gonna do like all of it tomorrow, I think, and then the days after that is gonna be whatever we couldn't do tomorrow. And tomorrow is my birthday.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to spend my birthday doing home renovations.
Haven't you had 2 birthdays this year already?
Yeah, you've had 2 birthdays this year.
I try to live every day like it's my birthday, so maybe that's what's going on.
Hey, you know I worked all day on my birthday.
I'm gonna eat so much Chinese food tomorrow, though.
Well,
so much, an unhealthy amount.
Well, you would have done that anyways because you're in like the moving mood. I wish you very much for chicken and noodles, the good kind. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's that one. You know where the town is, right? With all the good Chinese.
You mean? I thought I was gonna say it.
No, where I
Yeah,
used to work
yeah.
at the radio station, the little brown one.
Oh, you're going there?
That has the best Chinese in the world. You know where the bowling alley is? There's that
Yes.
one where it's just that's where you get the chicken and the rice. Then there's the one by on the main strip, the Dragon one, where you get the pot stickers and the pan fried noodles. I already told my wife I want
My
2
wife?
plates of the chicken and rice. I want 2 orders of pot stickers
Wait, she's gonna go get it for
and
you?
pan fried noodles. No, I was just telling her, like, she was like, what do you want to eat for your whatever? And I told her that's what I want. I'm just gonna get that from there, take it all home.
You'd be like, you can have the kids, but you leave me my Chinese food.
I don't know what they're gonna eat. I'm the only one that. Well, my son likes Chinese now. I got him to like it.
Chen,
Yes.
I have an either or for you.
Yes.
You and your wife are getting divorced,
Mm.
and she says we can have joint custody of the kids, or I'll have full custody of the kids. You get free Chinese food, unlimited for the rest of your life. Which one do you choose?
I have to go with the kids.
Okay.
Now that they're developed enough and they have their own personalities and stuff, it makes it. Yeah.
There was this meme that I saw recently where it was like comparing what's better, an Xbox or a girlfriend, and then it said like Xbox $300, girlfriend, and then had the infinity dollar symbol. Oh, hilarious!
It's weird. I mean, I guess that's how it goes. But I used to spend so much money on my wife before we got married.
My wife.
And now it's like I don't, because it's like it's the same money.
Mm.
Like sometimes she'll say, "Why don't you?"
You should.
It's weird when sometimes she'll
should.
tell me, "Why don't you buy me this?"
You
And
should
I
go
I
to
told her,
that one place
It's
that
the same bank.
you know that one place that I keep saying they got the good bread there, and they got the pasta, the handmade pasta, handmade pizzas. Yes,
The one that we went to and I hated it.
but it's not about you; it's about the wife.
She might like it. That's like the thing. Every time we go somewhere, she comments on the bread.
Your wife.
But yeah, now it's like sometimes
The bread.
we'll be sitting there and she'll say like, look at this thing. Why don't you buy me this? And I tell her, you have a debit card, right? Like, is it different if I punch the numbers?
Well,
in?
it's the gesture.
It's-
Well, let me ask you, why don't you buy her it?
Cause every time I buy something, she tells me, "Why'd you spend money?" So I've told you the stories. I'll go through Jack in the Box, and like
Oh, yeah, I've heard
before I
these
even get
stories.
onto the road, she'll text me like, "Oh, you just went through Jack in the Box," and she's a numbers
Ooh.
budget.
Wait, so it's gonna be hard to surprise her because when you buy her that thing,
If
but
I go I'll think I'll go get out cash out
if
of the
she
ATM.
picks
so
something
she
out,
won't.
if she picks something out that she says she wants, and as if you didn't buy it, wait a few months and then buy it for her. Because you don't have to think about what to buy her. She already said what she wanted. I've heard about this trick, and I'm not sure if it works. It was like, like if you're gonna go somewhere to eat, and then you don't know where to go because you don't know what they want, and what you're like, guess where we're going, and then you make them guess, and then whatever their first guess is, you take them there.
The problem in my situation is if I go, guess where we're going, she'll go, Chinese.
Oh, she'll be like, Olive Garden.
She loves Olive Garden. I don't understand the bad reputation that place has.
Uh-uh.
Everyone talks so much hate about it. I love it so much.
I mean, it's good, but it's not. It's not that place that rhymes with Xanax.
I don't want to. I want to show my appreciation to the people that said happy birthday, all 2 of you. I know Jill was one of them.
Renice is talking about the Nephilim.
What? I scrolled too far back. I'm hearing about feline intercourse. Oh man. Yeah, Sarah, I was raised in church, and I mean we all were, so it's like someone that's been in church their whole life and sees a kid there, it's like you have no patience. It's like I was a kid too.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Restroom run.
It's like I knew. I mean, my dad had this thing. I mean, I do the same thing with my kids where if I whispered something to my mom a little too loud, my dad would have and it was like, oh, okay. So it's like you said a little bit ago, Rose, I saw that. If you don't have even just that little, I think you do have to have that little bit of healthy fear toward your parent to really have the balance that you need in a parent-child relationship. Of course, it shouldn't be taken advantage of. It shouldn't be abused. You don't want to exasperate the child or anything like that. But I definitely know what you mean. And yeah, it drives me crazy because it's hard to even get mad at the kid. I'm like, we had this revival recently, and we had church like 4 days in a row, and this special guest came. So it wasn't even the normal pastor. It was a special guest, and it was humiliating because the kid was just being ridiculous all throughout, all 4 services, playing on some kind of device, playing with trucks, going in and out of all the pews, crawling under, going, meh, meh, and the kid's like 3. And I'm just,
guess who's been
I'm mad at his parent. But it's hard. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the kid that was driving everybody crazy. It wasn't, I said the parent, it was his grandma.
I have an idea
Because his mom is a meth head. And
to
he's not in the
build
picture,
new
and
churches.
she ditched him, so.
And what I would
horrible.
like to do.
Build new churches.
Yeah, I have like an idea for, and like, okay, this is
You mean like one of those church planners where you kind of like say,
I have a delusion
and
of
then you-
grandeur. You want to know what it is?
you remember that song?
Yes, I do.
I was thinking about it today.
And I have an idea for these new types of churches where the back is very luxurious for all the moms and all the kids, like big open spaces. The pews are not so close together so that you could easily walk through. In between
and those
them,
are all moms sitting there.
they're all well. The front area of the church is known as like the kids have to go in there, and like there's enough room for all the people with kids that are noisy in there, and it's noise.
By the front area, this is like, here's the parking
Let's say you
lot.
walk in, yeah.
door,
When you walk
kids
in,
area.
that first area, there's 2 wings. You could be with the moms on this side, be with the moms on that side, or the dads, whoever's with the kids, right? Then that place is sealed off. There's glass walls there. They can see what's going on, but they also have like a TV, so they can see.
I was
the
going to say, I've
preacher.
seen churches where they have the TVs.
Yeah,
the
so
speakers.
that's set up. Then in the front side, we have all the pews. The pews are spaced apart, so easy walking, but it has to be big enough to be able to fit the big congregation. I like the stained glass stuff, obviously Catholic, but one thing that so we got paintings, right? And we have glass, stained glass, all art forms, and it'd be kind of cool to mix video a little bit with that. Like, so have video be a part of like the living word, because like they're called sermons in stone, right? Because the church is so beautiful, it makes you want to praise God. Like that's kind of one of the reasons behind the cathedrals, like the thought process behind the cathedrals was like, look, we're gonna make the place of worship so beautiful that you're gonna just feel like doing it, just being inside. And so I think that video could be mixed in with the church environment in a way where it's done like artfully. And I don't know if it'll go with like the sermons as well or something, but no, I have like this idea, like I want to design one.
That'd be cool. Like what you guys are doing for Juarez, you could have like rolling video in the cathedrals.
Yeah,
That'd be
be cool.
I forgot.
Wait, there's something sad about Sarah. When I was young, my church was destroyed. What? By a F4 tornado. Sad day, guys. Sad day. Wow. People almost died. Wow. Wait, my church, my church's sister church burned down maybe 10 years ago. It was at night, and so no one was actually there.
Dang.
Wow.
Raynice is literally a church baby. Her mom gave birth in the church.
Ooh.
All right. What's up, Raynice?
Ooh.
I was conceived in the church.
I mean, wow.
I mean, I can't feel guilty in my parents.
That's true.
They got to answer some questions. But
yeah. Well, hey, we were both in choir, huh? Because I sang for my church.
I wish there was video of that.
Of me singing?
Yeah. Man.
Guys, I'm the worst singer, but I was singing in church for how many years? Well, how many years have we sang in church?
It was probably only 4 and then became altar boys.
4 years, but then I did 2 years in
But you had solos in the Christmas.
San Francisco. Oh, Chen, did you know I used to be a good singer before puberty?
No.
I had a solo at in a Christmas play.
Because they always complained they could hear you but not hear me.
I had that projectile voice. Chen, that's a weird flex about being conceived in the back of the church. Maybe it was right after the wedding. They were like, screw that, Pastor. We want to save money on the honeymoon. Open up the back door. Like, on the back room. Oh, my gosh. Wait, well, you're not the firstborn, so it wouldn't have been their wedding.
Oh. Well, they didn't get married until they had me.
Really?
Nah.
Oh.
That'd be good. It's a good story.
Wait. Okay, see, Raynice now tells us the truth. Raynice, you were trying to lie to us, but now we know the truth, right? Wait, no, my mom didn't give me actual birth in the church. She just went into labor at the church, so she was taken into the hospital. Oh, so then I was born at a zoo because my mom and my grandma were at the zoo, and then that's when, and then my mom felt it, and she was like, "He's coming," and they had to go to the
Do
hospital.
you love the zoo?
I have this connection with nature. Zebras. I mean, not zebras. Cheetahs. Best animal in the world.
You like cheetahs?
Cheetahs are the best. Fastest land animal on the planet. Remember we looked this up?
I didn't know that was your favorite, though.
Yeah. You said the exact same thing on the last podcast.
You said they were your favorite?
Yeah, didn't I say that cheetahs are my
You
favorite?
like them more than...
You didn't say they were your favorite.
Oh, they're my favorite. Yeah,
you like
yeah.
them more than monkeys?
Yes. Tell me this, Chant. Are
Carlos isn't here today.
monkeys. Let's talk about monkeys real quick.
Yes.
You think they're cute, right?
It depends on what kind. But yeah, there's some ugly
Oh, there's
monkeys.
some. Well, yes, there are. Let's take the cute one. Take
Yeah.
like the cutest looking monkey, and you're like, oh man, I want to hold it like a baby, right? But are their eyes crazy? Have you ever looked at a monkey soulless, black, formless,
Is every
void
group of monkey that way?
of eyes?
I thought
They're
I've seen some kind monkey eyes.
It's like an abyss.
Shark eyes.
They have those shark eyes.
They have sharp. Oh, I think there's different ones, but I've seen some.
Have
some
you seen
monkeys.
those videos of the gorillas that come charging and they like
Oh,
crack the
yeah,
glass?
yeah.
Man.
Wait, there is that meme where two of those big gorillas are gonna fight, and then they're fighting, and then you see like all the moms there at the.
I think
at
I've
the,
seen that one.
And she's like, "Oh no! Somebody call the zookeeper!" Like, what's the zookeeper gonna do?
The comments are all.
He's gonna jump in and yo, you're gonna break this up, guys.
Yeah, that I saw that in a compilation with some other ones.
Unless they like shot him with the tranquilizer. Oh man.
Everyone was like saying the worst things about that lady in the comment section.
Wow, look at Melissa. Look how she wrote, I have this connection with nature. You see how she did it with like the lowercase and
Is
uppercase?
it always Melissa doing that? I see text like, no, Raynice is doing it too.
What?
Is that like a thing?
It's, you know what? It's those SpongeBob memes where it's like, oh, I have this connection. You know, like when SpongeBob looks all weird
And they do the letters like that?
and they do the letters
I
like
haven't
that. Yeah.
seen those. Rose went to Catholic school and she had a Saints Day where they would dress up like saints.
Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah. I was St. Patrick for one.
St. Patrick?
Yeah.
That's a real guy?
Yeah.
Like the green and all
Yeah,
that?
he freed Ireland from. Well, they had a bunch of snakes and.
Snakes?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Saint Valentine, he's a real guy. Saint Nicholas was Santa Claus. He later became Santa Claus.
What?
What did you think, Chant? You thought the Catholic Church didn't make the entire calendar? At least I played a cute cow. Sarah played a cute cow?
I think we missed some stuff.
Look, someone put, is that like a thing?
We're getting trolled. Why is everybody point? Oh, they're all joining in on the. Jeez, these people have been online.
Shit, you're out of touch. Just admit it.
So
my friend just realized that she was out of touch with her younger sister, and I was like, I would laugh so hard because it's
I would
funny when
assume
people are
your
out of
friend
touch.
is young as well.
Yeah.
24.
2.
And her sister's already like way more advanced than her.
I think her sister's like, oh, I don't know. But yeah.
Do you know who Joan d'Arc is? The Arc? Joan d'Arc?
Saint Joan of Arc.
Oh, how come she spelled it like this?
Joan d'Arc. I don't know,
like
some kind of French.
different language?
French way to spell it. I'm not sure about the French spelling, but yeah, that's you know, the ladies love Joan of Arc. She's a real warrior, champ.
Oh, they have questions for us.
What is the questions? Go ahead. All right, Jill. Bring them on, Jill.
Questions. So I forgot how the rest goes.
I've got a question. It's
So the Joker.
Okay, so the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix. Is the Squid Squad, are you guys fans of Joaquin Phoenix or not? Because we grew up with Joaquin Phoenix. Wait, what? Okay, what movies do you like him in? Gladiator. Do you remember him in Gladiator?
I don't think I've watched anything with Joaquin Phoenix but Walk the Line. And I watched some of that movie Her,
I'm
where he
done
was
with
like
this
in love with the
conversation.
computer.
You remember he was doing his weird rapping thing?
That I saw that. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah.
What it ended up being? It turned into a documentary. That's why he was doing all that weird stuff.
Yeah.
I saw that too, which at the time, I think I still didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the time I thought, oh, he is crazy and he's pursuing rap now, and here's a documentary about it. I didn't realize it was like a mockumentary.
Yeah.
But he's one of the best. He's a great actor.
Walk the Line. If you guys haven't seen Walk the Line, you'll watch it and you'll be converted into like a Joaquin Phoenix fan because he embodied the homeboy Johnny Cash. But also watch Walk Hard with Dewey Cox. Walk hard down life's lonely road. Walks, what'd he say? No, that's my creed, my code.
Yes, that is definitely him and Her. Rainey said her parents never let her dress up for Halloween. The closest she got to a costume was putting on a robe and calling herself Mary.
Really? Rainey.
So I love Joaquin Phoenix. I saw the Joker trailer. It's like chilling. One of the best things I've ever saw, and I don't get that way. You guys already know I watch stuff, and I'm always like, I always act all unimpressed with everything. Nothing really. I always feel jaded. I feel like we see so much stuff.
They're not gonna watch it, but they're gonna hear a few seconds of it.
But I watch this, and it's like I got goosebumps, and nothing does that to me. That's so alien to me, and I can't get enough of it. It's amazing.
Ooh, Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin on the screen. My goodness. Huh?
Actually, let's not do that.
Let's not do that. We're gonna get taken down.
But
I'm just gonna play it while you talk a little bit.
we need to get headphones. Here's my concern.
Let them feel that soundtrack.
I know that everyone is like all
Chen,
on that Heath Ledger train.
You know, I'm only feeling it because the soundtrack right now.
That looks weird. So are you saying you don't like anything else? I mean, are you saying...
I love the entire thing.
Oh, okay.
I love the whole thing, but I'm wondering, are we being lied to? Is our heart lying to us? Because the music is just so powerful, and it makes the whole thing feel more monumental. Let's watch. Let me just play a little bit more of the music. I mean, It all works. I love the trailer.
And I'm only anticipating that what we're getting in the trailer, we're gonna get even more of in the movie. But here's, by
Imagine
the way,
hearing that in the movie. That's like at the end or something.
and the thing is, like you said, the
Let's put a smile
juxtaposition
on that face.
because hearing that beautiful, legendary music, and then maybe he's gonna be doing like the most sinister thing during that is gonna be such a weird combo.
Yeah, yeah.
Jill, I want to answer your question first.
What did she say?
If I could have anything for my birthday, what would it be?
Ooh.
If I could have anything for my birthday, it would be like anything. I mean, she put it in all caps.
But it cannot be Kate Upton. I'll say anything except that. It can be a person, all right?
I would like. I'm gonna be realistic though. I'm not.
Wait,
gonna say,
Jill
like,
is asking if I'm high on something.
What?
I'm high off LaCroix.
I think
Jill doesn't understand that I'm high off life. I'll walk the line.
I would like to redo my car. I'd like to get a brand new paint job and rims on my car.
Wait, but like it works and everything.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Well,
No, but I'm saying you want it at the end, it all works.
oh yeah, because
Yeah,
even
yeah.
right now, all I have to do is get a new battery and a new plug for the battery because I stripped it. So right now, if I put the battery cable on and I go over a bump, it'll come off.
I dealt with that a little bit once.
So I would want to repaint. I'm just gonna say it. I got a caddy, and I love it. It has French taillights, and it's really ugly right now. But if it had the nice paint job I want and some new rims, so that would be it. After world peace, but I want to ask for something like realistic. But my problem is I'm afraid that people, especially because he died, that everyone's gonna be like, no, Heath Ledger. I mean, it's like same. I mean,
I've heard good things after this came out. After
Good.
people said that they were a little bit hesitant to be like, "This is gonna be great," but then they watched the trailer and it's been changing minds.
I know that you. I mean, I don't have anything against Heath Ledger. I like The Dark Knight. It's a great movie. But can you at least agree with this, that when things happen like what happened with Heath Ledger, people tend to get like immortalized, and it's like it becomes impossible to beat them, and they kind of always get that stuck in time thing, and it's kind of unfair.
You
like
want to
Bruce
know
Lee,
how
James
I got
Dean.
these scars?
Like,
Man.
So I hope that people are fair and don't just like treat this like the Jared Leto one and be
Yeah.
like, eh.
I love the Jared Leto one.
Oh yeah, you know how it's become like a meme and everyone says it's like the
Because you know what, with the Heath Ledger, one,
yes
with the Heath one, I was like scared of the Joker on screen. Like he would come onto a scene, and like the moment I knew he was in that scene, I was like bracing myself.
See, okay. I thought he did a great job. I thought it was a good movie. I never felt like that.
Oh,
though.
you
To me, it was like it's a movie. I'm watching a movie.
Well, I'm like into cool because I like Batman.
But when I watched
And,
this one, I felt like that.
It is a little
I
more.
felt like this is creepy.
Yeah.
That one, this moved me in that way.
creepiness?
I felt creeped out, and I never get like that. Like I said before, I was raised on all those gory movies my mom would watch, The Hills Have Eyes and all that stuff.
Definitely not the trailer. Dark Knight trailer didn't make me feel like that. The scenes, I would get into them and be like, oh,
Phoenix is creepy. Like,
it's
He's the
unsettling.
Perfect. Like Joaquin
it's
Phoenix
unsettling.
knows how to be that creepy guy.
What a gift.
Once my sister was driving and a whole part of her car came off and she had to go and stop and get it from the road, and this guy was looking at her and had to be like, oh yeah, I'm just getting my car.
Wow. Rose says Mountain Dew equals magic juice.
Oh, is that
Ooh, Rainey says she doesn't like the creepy vibe from the new Joker.
See, that's what I love about it. I think that's what he's supposed to be like. Jill, yeah, I was trying not to be too crazy. And especially, I didn't want to be selfish. Like, I'm getting a really nice house right now. And I didn't want to be like, but I want a $5 million house. Or I want, you know, $50 million. I wanted to be like in my own situation, like a realistic setting. What could I get that I'd be happy with? I want to fix up my car. I've had it forever, and I want to finally fix it up.
I wish for world peace with mine. Chat, if you could... Nah, I already know the answer. I'm not going to ask. When I was pregnant, those OnStar commercials made me cry. Oh, you know, like those ones. Remember those old OnStar commercials? Help, I'm pregnant. And, oh, we're going to send somebody to you, blah, blah, blah. Or like, I think it was one of those.
I always thought those were really cheesy.
Well, I guess it made her cry.
Hour, 5 minutes.
Yeah, Rainey says that she actually loves the creepy vibe, but the trailer doesn't do it for her.
How dare you, Rainice? How dare you?
Chant, are we only doing an hour today?
I mean,
what's up, Chant?
It's completely up to you because I don't know what you have on your plate. You know what? We probably should. I'm gonna get home and everyone's gonna be asleep. You know what that reminded me of?
You got things.
I got nowhere to be.
Hey, I got nowhere to be.
That
I got no family. Yeah.
That boss I used to have at the restaurant when we'd be closing and the people were slow and we'd get past a certain point. The owner would get frustrated and be like, all right, well, let's just deep clean now. I got nowhere to be. And then when we should have went home at like 10:30, but we didn't get done in time, so now it's like 10:57, then he'd be like, all right, well, it doesn't matter if we go home now at this time or at 2 a.m. because all my family's asleep. I remember he'd be like, my daughter's in bed, my wife's in bed, my son, you know, I'm going to go to an empty house anyway, might as well work. So then we all had to stay longer.
What an idiot.
I hated it. That's the thing about working at a place where the owner's in the building. If you go and you work at McDonald's, if you work at Home Depot, if you work at Staples, even if you work at Focus Vision, if the boss wasn't there, it's always a different vibe.
Yeah.
But when the owner's there, the guy that like he's
Tell us about
like,
the vibe at your house, Chant. Watching YouTube videos all the time.
It's research. But yeah, I felt like I hated the guy because it was just like a control thing. And I ran into him today at Save Mart. It was weird. It was like the George Costanza thing. Remember that scene where he was waiting to use the phone and the guy was on it and he was like, I hate this guy. I hate him. I'm gonna. And then he tells Jerry, something goes down. Can I count on you? Remember that scene?
Yeah.
And then finally when the guy gets and the guy George keeps going like, hey, and the guy's like blowing him off and stuff. He knows that he's being annoying. And then finally, and George is like gonna explode. And then finally the guy gets off the phone and he tells George, hey man, sorry I took so long. George goes, oh no, it's fine. No problem. So it's all today I saw the guy and I was all smiling, hey, shaking his hand and everything. How are you? How have you been? And we're all like catching up. It's weird when you see someone after all that time and it's like, what are you gonna do? Like punch the person? You can't like relive all that hate in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was kind of awkward, but
that's how I feel like when we were at Focus Vision and like something stressful was going on. And it's like at any moment, any job will be like, oh my gosh, this thing, getting a house. At any moment you feel like the thing you're on is like, this is the biggest thing in the world right now. And it's stressing me. And then guess what? Later you realize it wasn't. And
yeah,
it's not. But I mean, you're in the thick of it right now.
I keep thinking it's over too, and then something new comes up like today. Oh, you know what? Yeah, remember how you called me and I was mowing the lawn?
Yes.
It's weird, like, Oh yeah, he knows. I don't like going outside because I don't like any of my neighbors.
Vincent's neighbors are always trying to challenge him on who could do their yard work better, and one of them was upside down one time, cutting his tree like this, upside down off of a ladder. Showing off. Remember that?
That was weird.
It was so weird.
I can't believe neither of us got footage of that.
Shoot.
What an opportunity. Like, how would neither of us do that? But I was, you know how when like a girl cuts her hair and she'll act like upset if the guy doesn't notice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I never notice if my wife cuts her hair. And like today, when she walked in, I was like, she's gonna say something about the yard, and she didn't say anything. And I felt like I know what women must feel like when the guy doesn't say anything.
Dang.
And I kept like, okay, maybe she's doing this thing first. At some point, she's gonna bring it up because it's like a completely different yard now. Nothing, and I was like, okay.
So you haven't gotten any satisfaction from that yet.
No, but I felt like, and I've mowed the lawn before. I don't know what it was about today. I don't know if it's because everything's been so hectic with the house and how every little detail matters
built
more.
up.
Or I think everything is just such a high level of awareness right now. But yeah,
You're sensitive right now.
I'm very vulnerable.
You're vulnerable. Well, that's how you're gonna go into this next birthday.
So, I mean, I guess we could wrap it up right now, unless, I mean,
Wow. Jill says that Harry spat water on her. Like she was that close, I guess.
he spit water in my face.
And everyone is jealous of her. Wow.
That's the dream, Jill. This is what you got to do. You got to spit on a woman's face.
I guess so. Go home and let your wife have it. R. Kelly did it the wrong way.
R. Kelly was on. Did you see that video with him?
Which one?
When the girls are like patting him down.
What?
They're like, he came down to the audience and he's like saying something like, "I'm hot, wipe me down," and he like turned it into a song, "Wipe me down."
Oh, I've
and
seen
they're,
that.
like,
Yeah,
patting down,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
they start
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it in his groin area.
Explain
Like,
to
and
the
they start.
explain to the audience.
R. Kelly was groped by a bunch of women. He had a taste of his own medicine, and it's like explicit. They're like grabbing him, and he goes like this, and he starts singing about it.
Oh my god,
it's crazy. That guy has some good footage online.
Well, I guess that's your favorite footage.
They call it the Spitzberg Show. Jeez, this reminds me of Ace Ventura.
Listen, sound crazy. But listen, it's an experience.
Jeez.
Vincent, is there a problem? That's what Joe wants to know. Is there a problem?
Here's how you know if it's a problem.
How?
Go downtown, have a random man spit in your face.
No,
And
no,
then-
no, 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 no.
Otherwise, it's spitism,
Spitism?
racism, ageism. Spitism.
Oh,
yes,
well, it's
that's-
definitely that. It's definitely. But I'm okay with spitism. Are you against it?
Would you? Let me look it up real quick. Okay, you are in LA.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the Chinese theater.
Mm-hmm.
You turn around.
Mm-hmm.
You bump into Veronica Mars. She
Mm.
spits on your face. What you do?
Here's let me answer it with a tweet from Donald Trump that I saw, and he said, "When I'm out eating, I'm always extra mean to the hot waitress so that she'll spit in my food." Period.
He said that?
That was a tweet, but it was probably one of those fake tweets where they write for him.
I want that to be real.
I know, right? I want that to be real too bad. Oh, that'd be so amazing. But yeah, if it was Veronica Mars, I'm okay with it.
You know, before he was president, people would be saying like, "I want that guy as my president."
Right.
Then he is, and they're
right,
like,
right.
"Nah." Bunch of hypocrites. Well, I'm pointing at them. I'm saying in
I
general.
don't think they voted.
Oh my gosh, it was a cool, refreshing mouth mist.
Wait, I got it. Let's say for some reason, somehow it happened for your birthday, I brought John Lennon back from the dead. And you're at the concert and you're like, "Lenny, we love you here in America." And then he like spits some water and some lands on you. And you're like, "I've got the Beatle gene now. I can go home and write music. I ain't never showering again." What do you do?
I don't know why, but when you first said it, like even before you finished your sentence,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say he spit it and it went in my mouth.
No.
So I was like,
No. You
Uh,
were just enjoying. You were like this, and just soaking in the sun, the music, everything, and yeah.
I hate myself right now.
you love it. Vincent loves it.
But you know what? I don't know if I'd feel the same if he was alive right now.
How long would you go without showering?
Oh,
A week?
I often
Yeah.
take a shower twice a day. Often. If I wake up in the morning and I go somewhere without having taken a shower, I can't function.
But you've never had John Lennon spit on you. And you knew the next week you were already a good enough writer that you're just living at home writing, and you already had the next week planned out that you're not going to see a soul. And your wife was like, listen, you need to make us more money now. So I'm going to take the kids to Europe on a trip, and you're going to stay here and write a script for us, baby. You don't have to go out because I bought all the food, all the Chinese food's going to deliver to you. They don't have to ever see you. They're going to leave it in a little box right next to the door. All right, what do you do now?
I'm starting to think of this like a short story now. Where like I don't know if I'm saying this for myself or for the character in this situation, but I feel like, okay, I'm home alone. I got this task before me. I gotta write this thing. I got this DNA on my forearm. I'm gonna like.
Hold on, this is for Rainice. I guess she's loving this, the hand action.
I'm gonna let it seep into my pores, and it's gonna become like all of a sudden like here it is in my pores. It's like right here, the writing hand.
Oh.
And it's like but at the same time, like that's where my mind went with it.
So when you start typing, you're living is easy with eyes closed. Don't misunderstanding all you see.
But that might be like the movie version. Because I think, like, because I know me, what I might do is I think, like,
I want to, can I impress the Squid Squad real quick?
yes.
I want to show them this.
I would probably get like a t-shirt or like a towel or something. And I would go like that. And then like it's soaked into the thing now. Now I have this thing.
Forever?
It's here now. Now I'll go take a shower.
So you love the spit thing. You know what? We brought it home. We all agreed.
It might be just because he's dead though. Because I don't think I could say that about some living guy today. That would be weird.
Yeah, so we got it. We got it. Hey, we found a situation. Wait, they didn't see it good. I just saw it play here. Let me do it better for you guys. Wait, I could do it on here. They're seeing me. What am I?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, you
guys
know
like
what I want to show them?
my hidden talents?
You know what I've always been very proud of? The snake. I've always been, oh shoot, did I forget how to do it? Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Wait, why does Annie say, I wish I was the chatty man sofa so Harry could sit on my face?
Can you see it right here?
Oh, yeah, a little, a spider.
It's a snake.
Oh, I mean, it's a snake. What am I thinking? Yeah, it's a snake. I see it. That's very good.
I learned how to do that in like 8th grade.
That's a good one.
Very proud of that. Sometimes I've seen you doing that since like high school, and sometimes I'll.
Oh, you can't do it, huh?
I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah. Well, I guess because I can't do yours. Maybe if I had time. Yeah.
I remember I used to not know how to go like this, and I used to be like, "How do they?"
I got one for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Can you do this?
That's your right hand. Wait, why's your thumb on that side?
Crazy, right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What, do it again?
Okay, are you ready, Chad?
Yes. So I'm seeing the bottom of your fingers. So you got to see this. Here's that thumb. Wait, you're going like this?
No.
You're going like this?
No. That's a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
Is that an optical illusion?
No.
Like if someone's backwards of like standing
No,
in front
no.
of you? Like if I stood side by
Again
side.
for the
you-
Squid Squad. There you go.
What
That's what you guys
the
want,
heck?
isn't it? That's what you guys want.
What is that from? I keep seeing people say that you're doing amazing, sweetie. People
that a
keep
thing?
saying that to each other. I've heard that somewhere.
I got. Do you know? Have I done this one on you? Watch. Put your hands like this. The right hand goes above. Yeah. There you go. Watch this. And then this for the Squid Squad. Everybody at home, you guys can see that I'm not gonna ever let go of my fingers. Watch this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do that.
Wait, do it again. Your right hand was on the bottom. Mine's on top.
No, I said the right hand has to go on the top. Remember?
Okay.
The right hand has to go on the top.
The right hand's on top.
Let me move out of this. All right, here we go. Ready?
Wait,
One,
now it's on.
two.
wait,
The right hand's
okay.
on top.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You gotta go like that. Yeah.
You got it. Okay. Undo it.
Oh, all right. I get it. I think that.
You want me to teach you that one?
Wait, show me one more time.
Okay, here we go.
So you. Wait a minute.
This is what a soccer guy does. When he scores, he does that. You want me to show you again? Are you ready?
What the heck?
It's a
Okay,
tricky one.
That's what soccer guys do? You mean football for our
Football,
international
yeah,
people?
yeah.
You're like switching where the thumb and the...
You want me to show you how to do it?
No, I'm going to be so ashamed of myself. I can't figure this out.
Where did I see that from? I saw that somewhere. I think I saw it in a bunch of memes or something, and then I figured out how to do it. If I have a rubber band, I can show you another cool trick. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh!
Wait, but you got to put your fingers together. It has to be, your hand has to be, close them, yeah.
Illuminati.
Yeah, that's the real, that's how you know you were in the Illuminati.
Dang.
Chan, I didn't know you were initiated.
Woo!
Guys, if you want to figure that out, I guess go back, replay it, and salute, sir.
Illuminati salute.
Uh-uh.
Well, I got it, Rainice. I got it. How rude. Oh, it's from the Kardashians.
Oh, the Kardashians do it?
But when do they say that? What? I feel like I've heard a
Oh,
clip
sweetie,
or something.
that sweetie thing?
You're doing amazing, sweetie. I feel like I've heard the clip.
I've seen that clip of Kim where she's like, and you know what? You don't know what it takes to run a business because
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's like, oh, like Kardashians are funny. You like watching them, huh?
I used to, gosh, I was watching them. Like, I was really into it in like 2010. And for like the one season.
Way
and
back.
then- yeah. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Joe. Well,
Misunderstanding.
I just realized
all you see.
our title, it says The Joke Trailer.
Oh my gosh. We ruined it.
We could have had 1 million views.
Yeah, I know.
Ah!
We ruined it all. Chad,
Maybe that's why we have 20 views.
People came for the jokes.
did you write
Stayed
that?
for
Did
the
you
tricks.
write the?
No.
Oh, if you're right, he sabotaged it. He's starting his own Joker podcast later. That's why
He's saving it for
he
later.
didn't want the clout to be given away to someone else. Talk to me, Chant. Should we talk about The Village now?
Oh, I don't know what to say. I haven't seen it. I'm going to
Yeah.
watch it.
Dang it! Imagine movie watch-alongs.
But he has to watch Ocean first.
Oh, Ocean. Man, there's so many movies you had to watch. No, but watch The Village. Chant.
Is The Village on Hulu or Amazon or Netflix?
Netflix.
It is?
Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix right
Good
now.
chance I'll watch it tonight.
Ooh.
Because I already know tomorrow's going to be kind of a
Ooh.
chill day. When I know I'm going to have a day like that, it's easier for me to stay up a little later and just relax.
Just think about when you're watching it, be like, the social commentary here. Great Shyamalan. And then the movie, so it's so weird. And he does these little things like visual. Like, one thing that a lot of people don't think about is like when you have a filmmaker like Shyamalan, they care so much about like what's on screen that he's like telling you things and like revealing things on screen, and some things are a mystery. Like every single time, the two people, main couple that's gonna get together, are talking, and it's a scene that's important to them. He always ends. The next shot is always a chair by itself, and it's like, is he talking about a foreshadowing of one of them being alone?
So when that
Or-
happens, as a viewer, as a general viewer, does that get like, okay, you're trying too hard, or does that only for like someone that really goes deep and takes time to notice those things?
It's I never noticed it until I watched it
That's
again.
cool then.
Until I had to watch it again, and that's all Shyamalan films. You have to watch them like at least twice in order to. Oh wait, there's so much more
There's on
going
purpose
on.
to get that money.
Yeah. That's and then his first film was especially like that because the twist at the end, you have to rewatch the whole thing or else you don't get it.
Is which
Sixth
movie was that?
Sense.
Oh.
The Sixth Sense. Yeah.
Is The Village the movie where everyone says he fell off?
Hold on, Melissa's quoting a. Maybe we should wrap it up.
Dang.
30 minutes
She's
later.
got somewhere to be.
No, she's making fun of us. That's what we said.
I thought he. Oh yeah. I thought she was just reminding us to wrap it up. I thought he was saying Chen, like the other half of Vincent.
No.
the
Let me
Vince
tell him
part.
what I say. Chent. Chente. But I abbreviate it to Chent. So Chente is the Spanish
2 hours later.
nickname for Chente is the Spanish nickname for when someone is named Vincent. But I took off the last E and then just called him Chent. And that's his favorite thing to be called now. So I do it. It's a service I provide to him.
Did you started saying it because Miss Perez, huh?
But yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Miss Perez
We
would be
had a
like, "Hola,
Spanish
Chente."
teacher.
Vincent
Yeah.
was in love with the
Spanish.
Spanish teacher, and he thought they were actually gonna get married. Didn't you think you were gonna get married to her?
You know,
Wait, you thought you guys were just gonna have a kid and then you were gonna leave?
I'm gonna be honest. I was a bachelor.
Yes.
I had no ties.
Yes. Mob ties. Go ahead.
I thought something might happen.
Oh, but not a relationship.
No. But I was a young, ambitious man.
Well, what if she invited you to the club? You don't even like clubs.
It's very interesting that you say that because a couple of years after high school, I
Oh
was.
wait. I know.
I
think
must
we
have
talked
told you
about
this.
Yeah.
I was working with somebody who's now a fireman in OC.
Oh.
You know who that is?
Ooh.
He said that he went clubbing with her.
No.
Him and her and a couple of other people who were students.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They were like.
Wait. While we were students? This is
No,
afterwards.
it was after. It was after.
Miss Perez.
But I was
Wow.
like, what?
Senorita Perez. And then so you were like, so there was a chance.
When that happened, then I was like, so I wasn't crazy. So you're telling me there's a chance. But I was like, okay.
When I was
knew
a
it.
young warthog. When I was a young warthog.
I knew I had that moment like it could have. I
Could
knew it. But then at the same time, it was like, then the mystery goes away, and then I was like, oh, she's just trashy.
Oh, okay.
Because when there's like the wonder of it, it's kind of nice and mysterious. But then it's like,
But then if you
oh.
would have had to have like joint custody and now you have a wife and like
I did tell you, right? I think when I was leaving one day, when I was in middle school, one of our teachers who was found out to have a relationship with one of my classmates got arrested.
what?
I didn't tell you that.
I never heard that.
Yeah, when I was in middle school, every Friday they'd play bingo in the cafeteria at
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
And I was in this group of people that would stay after school and help make the nachos and all that stuff. And
Wait, you were all involved in school back then?
Oh, I was like, I would always get like 4.6. I was always principal's honor roll. I'd get everything. Everything went downhill when I had that toxic relationship.
The one with I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So
I was gonna guess. but
before that, I was like the student, and I would always stay after school and make all that stuff. And we were after school and we see our math teacher getting taken away in handcuffs. And then we find out. And then
Was your teacher male or female?
it was a male.
It was a
Yeah.
man?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so and then he was with a little boy or a girl?
It was a girl.
Okay. Dang. Wait,
so-
how old were you guys at this moment? What?
I believe I was 13.
So she was 13.
Okay. She was a grade above me.
Okay. Well, so she was 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was, yeah.
So she was 14, maybe 15.
Yes. And then even at the time when it happened, because a girl came running crying, because he was one of those teachers where like all the girls liked him.
Oh.
This girl came running crying, like, and this was one of the girls I knew had a crush on him. So she's like, it's like Harry Styles got arrested. She was weeping, and she was like trying to tell us what happened. And she's like, she mentioned the girl's name, and we're like, oh yeah, because it was like,
it was
we
obvious.
knew how that girl was.
Oh,
and it wasn't
dang.
like we've seen them together. It was like we know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
that girl is.
Yeah, yeah.
They used to. Never mind.
They used to what? Wait, you seen things during class?
No. I was gonna say what they used to, like the term they'd refer to that kind of girl
Oh.
as, but I don't want to say.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Watching.
Y'all didn't hear any of that, all right?
But it turns out when we were working at Pizza Hut, he came in one day.
Wait. Okay. Did this, because I always wonder what happens in these situations. I know of one because remember where I used to work at Upward Bound?
Mm-hmm.
Someone was, and it was his daughter. Like someone was accused of that, and it was his daughter.
He was accused of having a relationship with his daughter.
With his daughter, yeah. But he worked. He worked with a bunch of kids because it's a kids program. But none of the other kids. They all said it was like no, nothing happened. But the daughter, like, but okay. But I was wondering, like, in that situation, does that kid stay at the school? Or does she have to like move? Do they like? Obviously, the teacher has to be kicked out. Is that girl still?
Well, I
like-
guess I only have had experiences with this one, but she stayed.
Real.
And it's like life goes on, and no one like bullied her or acted weird or anything. You know
Dang.
what? It was weird. I never thought of it until it came up right now. She stayed there,
Yeah.
but then like over time, and it took long enough that it didn't seem like it was related to this.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, she went on home studies.
Oh.
And I never clicked that at all. Because, again, she was that kind of not only girl, but child that was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, even if this wouldn't happen, I
Yeah.
could see her going on home studies.
Yeah.
But I never connected those two things at all. But she ended up eventually going on home studies. But then he came into Pizza Hut.
They
happily
were
married, children.
Wait, but married to him or
Yeah.
to her?
Oh, yeah.
Married to her?
They're married. They're married to this day.
Oh,
have children.
What? Wait, can I see a picture of these people?
I don't
they on
know if I
Facebook?
could find it. I don't know.
I can't even believe it.
I recently considered talking about this on the podcast, and I was trying to look him up on Facebook. Couldn't find them. He took her name.
It's like, that way I don't have to register anywhere. All right, hold on. I got to use the restroom again because this LaCroix is delicious.
Yeah. Let me see what's going on in the chat right here. Yeah, Emily, I know it was supposed to be the Joker. They say, is the Joke a new movie? We had a typo. Let's see. I had an ex-porn star biology teacher that slept with male students. Wait a minute. Oh, was it? Okay. In my head, it was a male. Was it a female? I don't know why I read it like assuming it was a male teacher. I mean, I think it's funnier if it was a male teacher, but maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, it was a female. Her porn name was Barracuda. That's what I was thinking of, the song. She'd walk around, Barracuda. She had a lot of heart. Oh my gosh. One of my gym. Did you hear that, Alex? I had an ex-porn star biology teacher that slept with male students.
Wait, what? Who had that?
Sarah.
Oh my gosh. Well, remember that lady who worked at Reedley High? Oh,
Betty. Betty.
yeah. Well,
Was that?
I don't know if that was true.
We
but
all wanted it to
There
be
was
true.
rumors that one of the people who would like go around and
Didn't it seem like she loved the attention?
Yeah, yeah, it did seem.
You
that
would
way.
think she'd be like, stop.
Yeah.
But she always had a smile on her face. One of my gym teachers had an affair with a student this year.
Oh, my computer just died. Hold up.
The fact that we pretty much all have a story like this is really sad. One of my teachers told a friend of mine that if she wanted an A, she had to kiss him, and she cried.
Wait. Is that in college or is that high school?
I'm not sure.
So
It doesn't specify. Annie, where are you? Annie, are you okay?
wait,
you
can
okay,
you
Annie?
read that to me?
One of my teachers told a friend of mine that if she wanted an A, she had to kiss him.
Like, why? Like, cause the kid can just go and tell the cops.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay, Chen. You know, in your situation, I'm not sure if it always happens like this, that they're happily married later. So right now, as a father, as an older person, are you like, you know what? It turned out beautiful. I'm glad it happened the way it did. Or like, what do you think?
I'm so split because when I first ever saw that was the conclusion, it was like, oh, it was all good, which everyone might criticize me for, but it was like, well, big picture turned out great. They're very happy. And it's only, I mean, I'm going to go off the rails here, but it's like, who says it's wrong? Our society? It's just a number. Because like, if we want to go back hunter-gatherer times, the 27-year-old guy and the 14-year-old girl, no one would have said a thing.
Yeah.
Our society says it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Which today, I'll say it's weird, it's wrong, don't do it. But I'm just trying to like
Well, we all know
give the benefit of the doubt there.
Ollie G's stance on this. But,
We remember. But like as a dad, then I'm like, I'll try to put my place in the mindset of having a kid that's 14. Then it's like, kill the guy.
Yeah, because it's your 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, so it's being hypocritical. So
Because think about this. Have you, well, you probably don't think about it that much, but that girl the guy probably had, because they fooled around, she was so young at that time, probably had some kind of psychological hold over her. And it's like maybe he could have controlled her into being in a relationship.
Jeez.
Recently, I was watching a YouTube video, and it had nothing to do with, it had to do with Michael Jackson. But then one of the guys, this is very interesting, because like, you know how we hear about guys getting molested? Yes. And then everyone's online is like, bro, should have been me. And like, like, you know what I mean, right? Well, some guy was saying that he was young and like too young to be like doing anything. But he's like, yeah, I used to go to my friend's house, and my friend had an older sister, and she would like take us to her room and like lock the door. And like, and it was him and a friend, right? So there was like two young boys. They would go visit their other friend, right? Okay. When those two young boys went to go visit their other friend, the older sister would sometimes take both of those boys, go to the room, lock
I'm thinking, where would the friend of that sister be?
I don't know. I think the sister was like bullish about it, and like she would take him to the room, and then like they'd fool around, right? And then he was saying, like, I was so young at that point. And, like, now I think back at it, it's like, whoa, I was molested. And then his friend on the podcast was like, bro, that's so, but, like, how do you feel about it? And he was like, bro, I loved it. He was like, at that time, I was like, okay.
Because that lack of the latency period, I'm putting myself at, like, 7 years of age or whatever, and I don't think I would have been upset.
Would have like complained, but
I would have been finding because those kids were going over there constantly.
They kept going back, and they were going over, and like it happened for a long time. And like the guy and like the girl was way older. They must have been like super young, and the girl was out of her teens already.
Jeez, it would have been like a dream.
Yeah, yeah. So it would have been like, imagine if you were 11 and Kate Upton wants to be your best friend for some
When I
reason.
was 7, I was in love with all my sister's friends.
Yeah, yeah.
I
can see that.
would write them letters and stuff.
What? No, you would write them letters. Wait, you were in love, like really in love, like.
As much as a 7-year-old could be, I was writing letters.
Did any of them know?
Oh, I gave them to them.
Oh, you
I
gave
gave
them
them the
oh,
letters.
so what'd they
I
do?
ran into when I was cleaning out my house the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
I found a letter that one of them wrote back to me. It's in storage right now, so I know I still have access to it. If I find it, I'll bring it here. It says something along the lines of, "Hey, the letter you wrote me was so cute." And I know it's gonna sound like I'm making this up.
Yeah.
Especially because I said something like this the other day. I will bring the letter. It said something along the lines of, and of course she was just being like cute or whatever. It said something like, "Hey, thank you so much for the letter. It was so cute. Just please don't ever tell your mom how you feel. I could go to jail."
Oh.
But my sister's friend was also like 16. So she was just being silly. She's not going to go to jail. Nothing. But so I'm just saying that to say that they definitely knew.
How old were you at the time?
6, 7,
Oh, 10
maybe
years?
younger. I was clearly there when I was 4 because I remember thinking things of people that I went to church with before I was even in kindergarten. So
I'm gonna give you that white. You know that how white people react that it's on Twitter.
the guy from
I don't know.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that meme.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I get you on the whole latency period thing. I mean, it's I mean, I guess.
What if I was molested in the womb?
maybe?
And that's why, like, I wonder sometimes, like, why are some people like from the start like looking for a woman, and other people are like normal?
Well, no, but we're not sure how many more people have that. I'm not sure if we know that latency period's not gone with a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, have we measured? Like, bro, do we know if we're the abnormality or if we're more normal?
Like, there's still people in their latency period? And
no,
they're, like,
no, I'm
40?
saying, like, how do we know if we're not the normal people? Like, maybe most people don't have a latency period.
Oh.
Something to study. Something we should read up and come back. We should do a whole
I am
episode on-
noticing now that I have children and they are in class with a lot of other children.
Yeah.
Lots of those little kids already want to be with other kids.
Mm.
So I think there are lots of kids that
So
don't
it's just
have-
different. Yeah, it's different for everyone. Okay.
I think people like us feel like weirdos because we're.
Is that why
like-
we're friends? Because we both missed that part of our life.
It's very possible.
What are they talking about? Chen is a player. Chen is a player. Oh, I love it.
I just crush a lot.
he ain't a player.
One of my gym teachers had an affair with a student this year. Oh yeah, we
Wait,
read that one.
Sarah says, "What if you molest your mom in the womb?" You know what?
We
This
all
is-
kind of do.
Well, you know what? This reminds me of a song, J. Cole song. He says, "Oh wait, can I bring it up?" Okay. All right, Chant. Watch this. I'm gonna read it to you. Okay, tell me if this blows your mind a little bit. Right? Don't look. Don't look over here. Okay. In the song, Chant. In the song, J. Cole is young. Wait, what happened?
If I'm reading this correctly, Alla HG had an affair with a teacher 2 semesters ago. LMAO, at least he was single.
Wait, what?
Wait, why is it an affair then? Are you married, Alla?
Whoa. I have to look this up.
He was hot and smart, couldn't help myself.
Wait, who is this? Ella had an affair with a teacher 2
22
semesters
years
ago. At least he was single.
It was all
Ella.
consensual. He was 27, so rather young.
So they were like the same age.
Ella, are you married?
Wait, Ella, are you married?
I mean, some people is into that, so I'm not going to judge anyone in their fetishes. Oh, I think she's talking about someone else now. What?
Wow. Oh, wait. The J. Cole line, Chant. J. Cole is young, and he's been writing to this girl that he wants to be in bed with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so this is verse 2. He says, I wrote back. She writes him a letter and says, but have you had sex before? And then now he writes, I wrote back, said, of course I've had sex. Knowing I was fronting. I said, I'm like a pro, baby. Knowing I was stunting. But if I told the truth, I knew I'd get played out, son. I hadn't been in blank since the day I came out one.
The way you were reading it read like one of those Dateline scenarios where Chris Hansen's reading the inappropriate messages.
Well, what were you going to do with 13-year-old Josh? Well, I was just going to tell him, like, you can't be talking to adults online, you know, like you can't be doing this kind of stuff. Well, let's look at the transcript. You said right here, have you ever blanked in the blank? Like, I want to put my blank in your blank, and I should bring condoms, right? No, did you bring the condoms? Yeah, but it was like just to show them how to use them. Like, you shouldn't be doing this with adults, man. And did you know he was 13 years old? Oh, really? He's 13? Oh, man, most people on that site are 18 years old. It says here in the transcript that he's 13 and that you don't want him to tell his parents what you're doing.
I love it when it's always so final. Like, he has the paper in his hand, and it's like saying, I could go to jail for this. Did you see that one where the guy was so cool and he was eating pizza and he offered Chris Hansen some?
Oh my gosh. That show is so good. To Catch a Predator is so good. Oh man.
Did you hear Chris? Oh, you know, it was in one of our videos.
I told you.
Chris Hansen went.
I told you. Jail? Well, I told you that he went to jail, and then we were trying to figure out if it was like an affair. No, but it ended up being an affair. But not that we hoped it, but when I was like,
oh, that would have been
a kid.
Well.
One of the pedophiles comes out. Well, how the tables have turned, Chris. They let me out of jail for this one. So what were you gonna do with 13-year-old Kevin? Huh, Chris?
Pizza?
I know you got the transcript, man. Just get it over with. Oh my gosh.
Dang it. Is he still behind bars?
I don't think so. That would be hilarious. Well, he'd be with the pedophiles now, huh? Hey, yo, Chris, you looking kind of young these days. Oh, shoot. Did I tell you about the virtuous pedophile community? Did we talk about that?
I think it came up. I don't think we actually started
Maybe
talking
one day
about
we'll delve into it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Ella was not married. Not 100% single.
Wait,
either.
What is going on? And Ella's like, we need to tell all. Ella, you either need to write a long comment or write us a long email, and then we'll check out the email.
Send photos. Jeez.
Wait, who said send photos?
Oh, I just said that right now.
Oh.
Okay, I just got a follow-up text from my wife. Renice, I actually did have some wetness here. I did have tears.
That show is so funny.
I just got a follow-up text from my wife because I told her 30 minutes ago I was going to leave already.
Wow.
So, yeah.
This is where Melissa chimes in.
Yeah, that was Melissa.
I was going to leave 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I guess we better wrap it up now. You know what? Let us know, not necessarily right here because we're probably going to end it like now, but maybe in the comment section, maybe in the chat, what stuff would you like us to do on here in the future? Because I like the kind of thing we did today. I much prefer sitting here, looking at the chat, reacting to the chat, feeding off the chat instead of just like what's trending, what can we watch.
Well, we can talk about anything this way and we don't need to show,
Yeah, so... I mean, as long as we're okay with not trying to chase trending stuff and get views, I mean, I like this format. But if there's anything else you want, I kind of hate that YouTube.
Buy horses. We're about to finish. Let me get a song to play us out.
I kind of like that. Oh yeah, we're leaving right now. I kind of hate that YouTuber thing, that typical thing where they're like, "Hey everyone, let us know what you want," and it's all desperate, and they're like, "I'll do anything. I just want views." I want it to be enjoyable for you guys. I mean, we could go do pranks at colleges if we just wanted views, but I don't want to do that. I want it to be a good stream like this. So if you guys have any ideas for things you'd actually enjoy and you think would be fun, let us know. Again, maybe in the chat, in the Instagram or something, because this will maybe cut off when we cut the video right now. But we want to know what you guys would actually have fun doing.
Shout out to everyone who spent their Friday evening with us.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. You guys could have been doing a lot of other stuff. So Q&A, I love that. Definitely.
Shout out to Zane.
Thank you, Annie.
Shout out to Niall. Shout out to Harry. Shout out to, what's the other one? Liam.
Liam.
Shout out to the boys.
Thank you, Melissa. All right, all right. We're doing okay. They like what we did today. All right. Thank you, Jill. Yeah, continue to let us know if you get any ideas. Put it in the Instagram chat or whatever. We wanna do stuff that's fun. We have other outlets to try to do money chasing things. We want to do what's fun on here. Thank you, Rainice. Thank you, Melissa.
Oh, Vincent knocked his camera. He almost knocked it down.
I will have a happy birthday and lots of Chinese food. And I will come back very tired and full of sodium on Monday. See you guys next week. Shout out to Louie. Alex, be like music director at award shows, cutting off the speaker. All right, see you guys later.
Shut up, Vincent. All right, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for being here. It was a lot of fun.